Hello, my friends. Welcome to a mini class. And today we're going to talk about one common mistake that blocks so many women from experiencing success. I'm Millen, Livis, your financial independence mentor. And by the way, I just want to say that I decided to change my title because I feel that being a mentor to empower women financially, it's not the full scope of what I do. I actually support women in becoming financially independent. So I decided that it would be more accurate description of what I do, and here I am, your financial independence mentor. Anyway, so if you want to say hi, if you want to tell me where you're joining from, would be great. While we give Facebook opportunity to propagate this live stream. And again, so today we're going to talk about one very common mistake. It's almost so common that and obvious that it's sometimes hard really to notice. And it takes sometimes the third party to notice it. And I'm not a stranger to this mistake myself. So what I'm talking about, I hear from many women that they tried this, they tried that, and it's still not happening in their lives. And it pertains to maybe weight loss, it pertains to becoming better communicator, or it pertains to money, because as a financial independence mentor, I talk about money most of the time, even though money is always a reflection of other things that happening in your mind. So what I'm talking about today, what is this common mistake? Why people try and try and try and it's not happening? From observing many women who I worked with, observing my own experiences, I can tell you that this this aspect of being being in a flow of trying to create something and yet not having the results that you want is usually determined by your consistency. So as you know, in any training, when you have consistent effort toward a specific outcome that you want to achieve, you want early or later or early, you will get there. So consistency is a key, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to be better money manager of your money or better investor. It's absolutely essential for you to be consistent. Because when people say, I tried that, you know, it means that maybe they tried for 1 week, maybe they tried for 1 month. And it may not be enough to change the pattern that you developed over many years, right? So how do you break the pattern? How do you change the habits that you want to change? By training yourself consistently toward the outcome that you want to achieve. For example, so let's say you want to be a better money manager. So you have to decide, what do you want to do to be a better manager? It could be to look at your bank accounts maybe every week, maybe to evaluate your income possibility, to brainstorm additional income possibilities every week and journal them. So whatever you think is your what you need to do to achieve the outcome that you desire, be very clear about your what. Then it's very important to connect to your why. Why it's so important? Because you know what? To be consistent with particular efforts, you have to have a very strong why for you. Why that will motivate you to stay course. why that will inspire you to do whatever it takes. So connect to your why. And then when you know what you need to do, decide when you're going to do it. Like I said, if it's about being a better money manager, decide that every week you will review your budget, create a spreadsheet, review your numbers, enter your numbers, really become very familiar with your money flow, where your money goes, right? That's weekly, for example. So, or if you want to be a better investor, decide that every day or every week you will read financial journals or magazines, or watch financial programs, or read investment letters. So whatever is your desired result, decide what do you need to do now consistently to get to this result. And how do you achieve consistency? You put it on your calendar that on such and such day, for such and for so long, you're going to focus on that. And I always say that it pertains to all aspects. It creates a ripple effect in all aspects of your life when you develop this discipline. It's a discipline that becomes so natural to you. It becomes so part of who you are. And in this case, you don't need to force yourself. It just, you check your financials every week, and then you know what you need to adjust, things like that. So you have, you know when you're going to do it. And the last step is start doing it. Start doing what you want to do to achieve the result that you want. Again, in my example, it's reviewing your bank statements, reviewing your credit card statements, entering the numbers into your spreadsheet, whatever way you maintain the, whatever way you track your money. Like, if you have a money tracker because you want to be a better manager of your money, then enter these numbers into your money tracker, etc. So be consistent with this effort, and that will become like so natural for you. You will do it with ease, and it will not be like something that you have to do. It will be something that you've got to do. So again, to summarize this very, very important aspect of being successful at whatever you choose to succeed at. Number one, decide what you want to do. What do you want to achieve? And what result you want to achieve? And then what you need to do to achieve this result. So the first thing is to know your what you want to achieve, and what action you need to take. Then decide why it's so important for you that you are willing to do that. So your why is something that you've got to connect to and be motivated by. And then the next step is put on your calendar when you're going to do it. When you're going to do it. Have it in your pencil into your calendar. And then the last step is actually acting on this decision, to be consistent and to be disciplined with whatever you want to create in your life. All right. And I just want to tell you that obviously I'm talking from experience, because there were certain things in my life when I would say it's not happening. I tried this, I tried that, and it's not happening. And guess what? I was not consistent. I noticed that, I realized that, and I'm changing it. For example, talking to you today, doing this video, I'm doing that because I want to be consistent with my discipline to record videos, because I want to get better at that, at this ability. Okay, so I'm gonna do this consistently because that's what I want to be better of, become better at. And practice makes perfect only when practice is consistent. That's the only way to progress toward your ultimate results and your goals. Okay, so I want to hear from you. I want to see what kind of actions you are willing to take consistently so you will achieve your desired result. What actions you willing and going to take consistently, because we're talking about training yourself, right? And frankly, some people hire personal trainers, some people do it DIY style, do it yourself style, and it's up to you. But you've got to find a way to be consistent with whatever you want to perfect in your life. If it's money, I told you, I shared with you example what to do. If it's your weight, then be consistent with your exercises, etc. If it's your relationship, really be consistent the way you communicate with other people, and that applies to any area of your life. Okay, and here you got it. One of the biggest mistakes that you will avoid from now on is not being consistent with your efforts to achieve what you want. Thank you very much for your time, and I will see you next week. And if you have any questions to me, contact me, message me. I would love to hear from you. Okay? To your health, wealth, and freedom.